Shared concerns, different tactics. Populist groups, regardless of their political views, often share a few key economic goals. They typically support policies that protect local businesses and jobs from foreign competition. This can include tariffs on imports, restrictions on imports, government intervention, or even direct financial aid to these businesses. They also tend to want bigger social programs like larger welfare checks or universal basic income. The left-wing approach, an economy for everyone. Left-wing populists often see economic inequality as a major problem. They believe globalization and free trade mainly benefit the rich, not the average worker. To address this, they favor protectionism, which includes taxes on imported goods to keep domestic jobs, limits on outsourcing, and withdrawing from free trade deals. They also want to increase welfare spending, putting more money into healthcare, education, housing, and other social programs. Additionally, they aim to redistribute wealth through progressive taxes or where the rich pay more, higher minimum wages, strong labor unions, and even government control of important industries. The right-wing approach, putting the nation's economy first. Right-wing populists usually focus on economic nationalism and the idea that globalization threatens a nation's identity and independence. Their economic ideas often include protectionism, much like left-wing populists, but they usually prioritize protecting older industries and manufacturing jobs. They often want less immigration and believe that it takes away jobs and lowers wages for native-born people. They also typically favor tax cuts and less regulation on businesses, as this will stimulate the economy and create jobs. The populist challenge: promises versus reality. Populist economic policies can sound like they offer solutions to serious economic worries. However, they also have downsides and potential issues. Tariffs might temporarily protect some local jobs, but they can also raise prices for consumers, cause other countries to retaliate with their own tariffs, and ultimately make the economy less efficient. Welfare expansion and wealth redistribution, while potentially helpful for reducing inequality and improving people's lives, can also be very costly. This could lead to higher taxes or more government debt and simply create new problems down the line. Real-world examples: populism in action. We can see the complexities of populist economics in real-world examples. Donald Trump's administration in the United States implemented many protectionist measures like tariffs on steel and aluminum and withdrew from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement. In Hugo Chávez's Venezuela, key industries were nationalized and price limits were fixed. Initially, these policies reduced poverty, but they eventually led to economic disaster and hyperinflation. These examples show that while populist economic policies may address some concerns in the short term, they can have unintended consequences and long-term challenges. Critical thinking: evaluating populist economics. It is necessary to think critically about populist economic policies. We need to weigh their possible pros and cons, their short-term and long-term outcomes, and their overall effect on society. Can these policies really fix the root causes of economic inequality and insecurity? What are the benefits and drawbacks of protecting local industries versus supporting free trade? How can we balance the desire for national economic control with the need for global cooperation on economic issues? These are essential questions to consider as we try to figure out the complex relationship between populism and economic policy.